Mars and Leo. Leo represents the sun. The sun shines, so Mars like to shine. Mars is charming. Mars have that love for life. So Mars about that fun. Mars want to do his own thing. So is the sun. The sun is always shining. You think Mars on the spotlight? The sun own it, because it's the leader. Not only is Mars a cardinal, the Leo isn't a cardinal, but it's a natural leader. It's fixed. And so when you got Mars and Leo, you got a powerful combination. Not only is Leo the performer, but this makes a Leo perform at his best. It gives Leo the more creative powers. And so if you got this power or this placement as Mars and Leo, you're a powerful individual, because you the type who just love life, who love people. And so inspiring people, uplifting people is something you do a lot. It's like a need, because Mars make you more persistent, more determined. Not only is the sun determined and persistent to accomplish his goal, Mars feel right at home in the sun, because Mars is the fire energy and the sun is too. So we got two of these energies combined. This makes you super stubborn. You can be super stubborn, super intuitive when seeing things before it happens. You be more of a visionary of seeing things than anybody, where you know if something ain't right. You know about the trends. You know about all type of things before it even happens. Your heart tells you. You deal with the heart. As long as you listen to your heart, you will win. Because your heart tells you everything. You don't have to think a lot. Your heart will tell you, even though you are a conscious sign, because the sun is conscious, it's aware, right? And so you do have a mind. But your heart will let you know. So when your heart interbreed with your mind, this makes you highly psychic, intuitive when reading your environment and people, places, and things. Because the sun is already conscious. And you got fire added to it, because conscious is the mind, right? And when you got fire added to the mind, wow, that's intuitive power, because that fire is from within you. To be creative, you have to come from within. And so you got the creative powers to create your environment, to create your reality. And so how you win, you thrive, is when you connect with people and you inspire people. When you also be yourself in front of people. When you don't act like nobody else. When you be original yourself. And when you give your own melts. When it comes to problem solving, you got many answers. You got many ways to come up with answers. And especially from your intuition. If you listen to your intuition and you slow down for a minute, just to catch your intuition, it lets you know all type of things. Your heart knows, because you're going to do what comes from your heart. You speak some truth, and you that lion who stands strong, but at the same time, you the type who love to look good, very stylish. You love to shine, so your image matters. So the way you look and the way you feel matter. But see, when you got Mars and Leo, a Leo itself needs approval, but when you got Mars in it, you the type who really don't need no approval. Because Mars makes you don't even care what somebody say, because you just know you are it. It makes you more royal than what you are, because you got Mars in it. But it also can make you too aggressive and too ruthless, because a Leo itself is a positive sign. But when you got Mars in it, it makes you the type who can go overboard. And so this leaves room for error. And so as a Leo and Mars, you the type when you got your mind focused on something, you're going to accomplish it. Ain't nothing going to stop you from accomplishing your goals. And the way you accomplish your goal is going to be through a creative mind. This is a very creative sign. And so through performing, through making people laugh, you're very playful. People just love your aura, you're fun loving. And so when people around you, they're going to have a good time. And so we got Mars in the sun. Mars is that fire. Your passion is very strong. Very strong. You got to let off, because you got the sun. The sun is light. The sun feed everything. And so you got to let off. Or you're going to let off anyway. Because this is super powerful energy. You got Mars and the sun. This is too much power. And so you definitely deals with authority. And you can be very rebellious against those who are authority figures. And you don't want nobody to steal your shine. And you can be very powerful when it comes to somebody stealing the spotlight from you. Or if somebody tries to rule over you, you don't like that. You ain't going for it. You be the type who gonna fight your way out. Because you are all about what you do. You're all about yourself. You're all about you shining. But when you be for other people, because you're also an extrovert, you're definitely an extrovert. So when you for other people, this is how you win. When you in front of a group, when you're in front of a crowd, when you in front of anybody, and by you having Mars and Leo, that makes you open to the public, to the world. So you can be a leader of aspiration, of uplifting, of making people feel good. So you the type who always making people feel good, and you love to compliment people, and you also love when people compliment you. But at the same time, since you got Mars and Leo, because Leo itself need all the compliments, but you really don't need all the compliments. But sometimes you feel the need to have a compliment, but you be more likely to not even stud a compliment. You're more likely to give the compliment. But at the same time, you do want a compliment. It's not bad as a regular Leo. That's all I'm saying. So since you got Mars in it, you can go to the screen in whatever you do. You go to the screen and performing, and entertaining, and you can wear people down with your energy, because it's too much energy. You go to the screen and speaking blunt, speaking realistic, because you're very honest. So to say you can go to the screen or something. So watch out for a tendency of that. Watch out for a tendency to want the spotlight, a tendency to shine, a tendency to control somebody's life, because you deals with the Leo spirit. You can be very dominating. So you can go to the screen on trying to dominate somebody's life. So you could be a narcissist. So watch out for that. Watch out for that narcissist spirit, because Leo is the dominating. So you can be very jealous. So watch out for that. Very jealous, because you deals with the shine. You deals with, it's all about you. So nobody give you no attention. You know what I mean? You might don't like that. So watch out for that. And you might become explosive or aggressive because you want your attention. And so you might do anything to get your attention. So watch out for that, because you got Mars and Leo. You might do anything to get your attention. You don't want to live like that. You got to be balanced. But your mind is always on fire, because you definitely deals with the conscious, the sun. You got fire, which is Mars in that. Mars gonna stimulate that mind more. So you might be one who on the knowledge tip, on the studies. You know what I mean? Who love to learn, and who love to master what you learn, because you deal with self-mastery, because you like the father of the zodiac as the sun. The sun is the father of the planet itself. So you the type who like to learn. So you the father of light. You the father of light. Like Capricorn might be the father of darkness, but you the father of light. None is bad. None is bad. So with that being said, so you definitely be the light bringer who inspire people, who love people, who uplift people through the knowledge. So when it comes to this consciousness, you'll be the one who master this, because you already know a lot of stuff. You don't really need to overread nothing, because everything is already built in you, in your heart. With the Mars and Leo placement, it's built in your heart. You know what I mean? All this energy you constantly feel flowing through you. You know what I mean? You got to do something with this energy. Be very creative. Put it into anything that's like music, into the arts. You can be an architect. You can be anything that deal with art, deal with music, deal with creating. You create your existence like the creator of your existence, of your world. It's because you know what the sun is. The sun, in a lot of cultures, is God, right? And so you're going to be like that in a royal way. Just don't abuse your powers, because you have the power to do all type of things with the Mars and Leo placement. It's whatever you set your mind to, you will accomplish and achieve, because Mars will add more fire to you, more determination. You're already determined as the sun, and you're the one who can spark the nation, spark the world with your wisdom. You know what I mean? So with this being said, and your intuition is strong, very strong, because you the one who could be like a clairvoyant, who can just foretell something. You got a good imagination. So the thing is that if you put your imagination to use, and you like to think on a big level, You like to think very big. And so you don't really like to be on nothing that's small. You like to think big, and all that petty stuff, you really don't deal with that. You like to move on, move forward. Like a water sign, like a Cancer, they might be on that petty stuff where it get to them and they get snappy. For you, that's too little. They had to come harder than that for you to take flight. You know what I mean? Because you're very strong within you. And so that being said, it takes a lot to move you because you know yourself. You're all about that self, so you know about yourself. It's just that you got to try to connect and vibe with others because you're an extrovert anyway. So a group or the public, a salesperson, because you make a good talker. When you talk, you're very charming, you're very stylish, like you like to look good. So not only to shine by look, but to shine of the things you have. You like to show it the things you have. You like to have the best. And so with that being said, you could run a nation. You could rule. You could rule over groups. You could be a leader in anything. You could be over any management position. You can do it. Any management position, you can do it. You got that power as a leader, all around natural leader. Than any other sign, you're the natural leader without even having a cardinal sign. You're naturally a leader naturally. So that being said, and you fix with it, like fix mean that you'll be steady in it, you'll be firm in it, you'll be solid. So that's the thing about you. You're very practical and realistic. So that's the thing about you. You can be realistic and you be fixed, and nobody got to worry about no fakes. You know what I'm saying? So fakes and all that there, you can't stand that. You like realistic stuff. And so when you compliment somebody, you know what I mean, you also at times look like compliments too, but it's not as bad as a regular Leo. So with that being said, unless you got other placements in the chart where you feel you really need compliments, but it's all according to how you use the energy. You could be the type who be like that, but it's how you use the energy. But what I'm saying is the energy is so strong until I don't see you just needing compliment, especially when you got Mars there. When you got Mars there, shoot, Mars, Aries that Aries spirit don't even count nobody think. So with that being said, when you add that in your placement as Leo, shoot, I see you as that too. So this definitely what it be. So continue to do what you do, subscribe, you know what I mean? Because you love kids, you good with kids, you good with the family, and you'll protect the kids, you'll protect your family, you protect anything that you love. You just that strong. And this definitely that force. And so you the one who will be the one who go get it. Anything that you want. And you accomplish anything. You good with kids, you make a good teacher. Anything you set your mind to, you can do, Leo. You're here to live off your own intuition from your heart. You're here to create your own existence. So as Mars and Leo, the way you take action, wow, it's powerful. Your sexuality is very high. And so yes, with this being said, once you got that one person, you can be fixed on that person. So that's a good thing. You know what I mean? But you like to explore life. You like to try new things and do new things. Because you that Leo spirit. And so you like to create new things, create your own environment. So you definitely are like the musician or the material manifester, like magic. You visualize it, you see it. I mean, your intuition lets you know that it's right, and you go for it. You know what I mean? You got it in you. You'll all be fortunate. You'll always prosper, because Leos are very fortunate. So that being said, as I can't bring you this light, gets to redder than this. I'll shake.